During the second round in last month's show, we watched Tyler Horn hold on to a commanding lead, finishing 9 strokes over Steve Brinster and holding on to first place lead by 5 strokes over Devin Frederick and Mike Moser. Can Tyler hold on to win it all in the 2012 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge? Stay tuned as Disc Golf Monthly starts now. Welcome to another edition of Disc Golf Monthly. We're in Wilmington, Delaware for the 2012 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. Hello everyone, I'm Carl Cubbage. I'm joined by the legend in Delaware, Jimmy McIlvaine. Jimmy, we're here for day 2 of the 2012 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. Day 1 was played at Iron Hill. Day 2 here is a Carousel. Tell us about Carousel.
Carousel was put in 2009. John Spence was one of the forestry guys that helped put in Iron Hill, and he went to the park and said, "What are you guys doing?" And he approached him about putting in a disc golf course. Up until that point, it was like totally off range. It was an equestrian park, and the county was doing a lot of different events there. And what happened was the county sort of ran out of money at the same time he went to approach them, and so they weren't doing as many events. So they said yes, since they had such success at Iron Hill. Steve Winchester went in and started the original design. He then turned it over to Mike Moser, and Mike became the course pro, and the course was put in that year after some fundraising and so forth.
Now, Jimmy, day 1 when we played Iron Hill, that's pretty much an Ironman type of course because it's rugged and it's long. What's the layout of Carousel, and what's the challenges that they're going to face in this day of the event?
With Iron Hill, a lot of like you said, it's much more rugged. The walks have a lot of rocks, and there's a lot of trees there. Carousel is a lot of hills, a lot of elevation changes, and wide open. Where I was telling you before that Iron Hill, you have to get off the tee pad with 350-foot shots accurate off the tee pad. Carousel, you might have to get off the tee pad closer to 450 feet to score well. Just a totally opposite type course.
And the competition that we have after day 1, Tyler Horn with a big lead. What do you think what is he going to have to do to keep that, and what are the other pros going to have to do to put the pressure on him to win here during day 2?
I think the Tyler has such a big arm that they're going to have to stay with him. I mean, you saw last month where Tyler was throwing 500-foot drives at Iron Hill. He's going to be doing the same thing here. Mike Moser and Steve Brinster and these other guys are going to have to, push him make some mistakes. I mean, he had such a big lead. Someone's going to have to come in hot, really hot.
Very good. Well, folks, if you did catch last month's episode, you got to see some great disc golf on a great course, and I think you're going to get to see the same thing this month. This is Disc Golf Monthly's 100th episode of bringing disc golf out to the masses, so we hope you'll stick around. And what we're going to do right now, Jimmy, is catch that great previous round highlights and see how they're throwing them out here at Carousel.
Devin Frederick on hole 2.
Devin pumps one out there. That's a nice high shot. Turning over, should flex back nicely. Good position. All right, we got Mike Moser, the Delaware Deucer, putting on hole 4.
Perfect. Nate Crine driving hole 8.
Nate's been featured many times here on Disc Golf Monthly. He's got a smooth delivery. Great flight there on the disc. Tailing a little bit to the left, but he's sitting in good position. All right, we got Tom Kim putting on hole 9.
Little skip in. Stephen Economist driving hole 14.
Steve down the center of the fairway. You can hear the wind howling. Heading a little bit to the left. Not bad. All right, we've got Nate Cron putting on hole 9.
With a straddle putt. Anthony Cantal driving hole 18.
Anthony sends it down nice and low. Should see a little skip action here. All right, we've got Joe Mila putting on hole 18.
Joey talking. Go ahead. Mike Moser driving hole 1.
Looks like we got a good sky roller going here. This thing's taking off. Still going. That's the way you roll it, folks. Good position. All right, we've got Anthony Cantnow putting on hole 18.
Now that's exciting. Tyler Horn driving hole 3.
Nice, smooth delivery by Tyler. Penetrates the wood line. All right, we've got Steve Brinster putting on hole 11.
There it is. That's a giddy up. Devin Frederick, approach hole 15.
And Devin sends that one flying right there by the basket. And that's going to be it for the previous round highlights. Well, Jimmy, we got to see some great shots at Carousel. Really showcase the course. A nice course for sure.
Yeah, a lot of really big shots. I mean, that is what this course is about.
And you can see putting always rules on a course.
That's true also.
Well, Jimmy, I'd like your perspective as one of the top professionals. What does it take for a pro coming into this final round? What's the mindset? What's the shots they're really going to have to focus on when it gets right down to the wire with the competition?
I think here you're really going to see that once again, the heat and everything is going to start wearing on these guys. It's 95 degrees outside, and some of these guys do throw a lot farther than the other guys. The guys who don't throw quite as far are going to have to pull out rollers. They're going to have to pull out, everything to stay with the guys who can throw that much farther.
And shots where you're in trouble, certainly that's a premium for a top pro, what they do when they're in trouble.
Yes. There isn't like as much trouble here as there is at Iron Hill, but there is a lot of rough where, if you get off the fairways, it can be brutal.
And there's no run-up in that type of situation.
Right. I mean, the one thing about coming off the tee pad, I mean, you can see that some of these guys have huge power off the tee pad, but then when they get stuck in like a standing still situation, they don't quite have that rhythm and they don't generate as much power.
Well, Jimmy, let's talk a little bit about the third round. We saw the previous round highlights of third round. Tell me a little bit about the results and your thoughts of the third round.
Mike Moser shot a 61.
Smoke.
That is 11 down. I know he's the course pro here, but that is still phenomenal. Mike will have to do that, I think, again. I mean, he's going to have Tyler Horn, Steve Brinster, and Devin Frederick right on him. I think Steve and Tyler have a little bit more power, so Mike's going to have to continue what he's known for: rollers, great putts, and playing in the holes that are in the woods. He's going to have to continue to play those well.
Well, Jimmy, you've primed the pump for the final round. We're going to catch 18 holes, round 4 of this event. Who are the top players that we're going to be following today for round 4?
We're going to have in first place with a 196, Mike Moser from Wilmington, Delaware. First round score was a 70, second round score of 65, and a third round score of 61. In second place with a 197 is Tyler Horn from Columbus, Ohio. His first round score was 63, second round score of 68, and the third round score of 66. In third place with a 202 is Steve Brinster from Warwick, New York. First round score of 67, second round score of 73, and a third round score of 62. And in fourth place with a 203 is Devin Frederick from Hellertown, PA. First round score of 69, the second round score of 66, and a third round score of 68.
Well, before we catch the final action, I just wanted to talk to you about being a tournament director. We alluded to that last month. How's your thoughts on the event so far? Any difficulties, and how you think the whole thing is going so far?
Well, this year was a little bit different. Mike Moser actually took over the Open division. He was the tournament director of the Open division, and I was the tournament director for the Grandmasters, females, and all the AM players. And we played the opposite courses. We played a little bit smaller course here at Carousel, the blue course, which is par 60, where this is a par 72. So we tried to take it a little bit easier on the old people, and I think they had a lot of fun. And here, I think, the Carousel is really going to highlight how far some of these top open players can throw.
Well, fantastic. We appreciate your effort and all of the Delaware disc golfers that volunteer and help make this event a success. Folks, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will catch the top pros here at the 2012 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. Please stay with us.
For years, Disc Outfitters has been your online resource for taking care of all your disc golf needs, including creating custom-made disc golf apparel for tournaments and clubs. Get ready for the DO Days monthly event at the Rockburn Branch Disc Golf Course, as well as the DO Series Point League. For more info, stop in at their disc golf warehouse at 9691 Columbia, Maryland, or call or click today.
All right, folks, here we are for round 4, the final round of the 2012 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge. We're here with our top card pros. They're high-fiving, getting ready to go. And you can see Mike with that one-stroke lead after that great third round, Jimmy, as we get ready to start.
Yeah, 11 down is absolutely awesome.
All right, Jimmy, we're on to basket 1. It's a long tee to the long pin. It's a par 4, 666 feet. A devil of a hole.
The devil of a hole.
Wind's a big factor here, Jim.
It is a big factor. Mike lays down the roller.
And we saw it break out a little bit to the left there. Should be coming back. Sends the bird scurrying.
Big shot.
All right, Tyler Horn, one stroke back, looking to make a charge.
Another big shot. I think we're going to say that a lot today.
And here's somebody who can really throw the big shot. Here's Steve Brinster. You can see the disc air bumping up and down there, Jimmy. Devin Frederick.
Also going with a roller. Devin's in a little bit of trouble here.
Pumps it out there.
Nice recovery.
Just puts it right down by the basket. Steve sends it up, cutting around the tree as well. See what Tyler can do here on his second throw.
Gave it a run.
Stays up.
And another run.
Wow, Steve caught the side of the chains on that one, Jimmy.
Tyler for the bird.
Mike a little bit high on the chains there. The wind is a
factor. Might be a little wind out there.
Solid. All right, we've got 3 birdies and a par from Steve. Mike keeps that one-stroke lead as we go into basket 2. This is a long tee to the long pin. Par 4, 525 feet.
Just a little
Basket tucked in by the fence. Tyler sent that would look to be to the left.
Yeah, I can't tell if that was a misthrow or he's actually trying to set up for an easier approach that way. Devin just flirting with the OB. Stayed in though. You see everyone hiding from the sun out there.
Stevie gets that one up high. Brings it back nicely.
That is
just
a huge
over that
shot.
fence. Yep, that's good position. All right, he's within the circle.
Mike just doing a nice up shot.
Right in that fence line. Devin with a forehand shot. Puts it right there as well. Chance for Stevie to strike here, Jimmy.
With an eagle.
Oh, just tagged the
chains.
chains. A nice smooth delivery. All right, they're cleaning up their putts, as we call it, as they get in really close. Should be routine, but they never are. Tyler's third throw. Wow, you could see that just tail away at the end, Jimmy. Okay, so Mike with a birdie just increases his lead by 2. Got a good battle going on here as we're on to basket 3. Short tee to the short pin. Par 3, 520 feet. Short.
Short, 520 feet.
A beautiful view of the course here. Great terrain here for this course. Sends it up high, riding the wind.
That's going to be a nice shot. The basket actually sits down in a valley. And that's why it's a par 3. These guys could reach this.
Devin really cranks that one hard up there. Should get a good turn here.
Can't tell if he got through there though.
Nice and high and cutting back to the left.
Just caught a tree.
Good penetration. See Steve's look at the basket. A great view here. Wow. Shadowed it.
Devin for the birdie.
Just a little to the left. Stevie converts there. Pars around, Jimmy. That was certainly a beautiful hole. We're going to move on, folks. We're at basket 4, long tee to short pin, par 4, 500 feet.
This is a brutal 500 feet.
And
Got an elevated tee going over this valley.
Spectacular view. Mike was a little concerned he might have got it too far right.
I think he definitely got it too far.
Nice shot there by Devin. That's coming back right in the middle of the fairway.
That's it right there.
Steve sends it high, hoping it comes back. He penetrated the tree line.
Just caught the tree.
Nice and smooth, Jimmy, right down the center.
Good shot.
Steve rips it over the horizon.
It's that standstill power. I think you know some of these guys are going to definitely have to have.
See the top of the basket there. You know, as we watch Mike do his approach, Tyler, a touring player, has got to know the reputation of Mike Moser and that he's facing him on his home turf.
Yes, they're actually friends. Mike actually invited Tyler to come down here.
Wow, that's great to see this battle here. Devin converts. Converts. Sometimes when you're friends, that legendary aura kind of takes a little bit off of it.
Yeah.
Good to see good friends here taking it on together as we see a one-stroke difference between Mike and Tyler. 2 birdies, 2 pars on that hole. Moving on, basket 5, long tee to short pin, par 4, 593 feet. Tell us about this one, Jimmy.
This is going to play slightly uphill into the basket is well protected, and you'll see it here in just a second. That's the uphill shot.
Great view of Tyler's shot
Nice
coming
shot.
by. Wow.
Actually overthrew the...
That was a big throw.
That's where it's supposed to be protected, right there.
Good shot from Mike. See what Steve has. A lot of elevation there as it comes right near our cameraman.
I think he saw Tyler's shot. He definitely threw the hyzer not to hit the woods. There's the wood line. See the gap there that you have to go into.
Yeah, he got some distance on the rest of the field on that one.
And definitely a nice shot.
Steve watching it make the turn.
This is Tyler's 3rd shot. He was actually really in the woods.
Oh, tough roll away. All right, Tyler is in that wood line. You can see some movement. Just hits the chains and deflects off
This
to
is
the
a
left.
really fast green.
Mike skips off the basket and chains. Steve, solid shot. All right, they're cleaning them up. All right, we've got a bogey, a birdie, and 2 pars there. 2-stroke lead by Mike. As we go into basket 6, it's a long tee to short pin. Par 3, 371 feet. A little bit shorter hole here, Jimmy.
Definitely a deuceable hole for all 4 of these guys. This plays up into the gap there and then falls back down the hill to the left.
See Devin taking
Just
down
like
the
that.
left.
No, great.
Early tree there for
Ooh,
Mike.
That might be OB.
That was brilliant.
Chance for Tyler to make a move here. Put some juice on it and had a nice skip there as well.
Yep, Mike was OB. It's an OB road that runs along here and a stream.
Steve looking for the deuce here. He's got a good look as he's down on his knee. Nice stable platform. Wow, just cuts chains a little bit high.
Wow. Don't see Mike missing low very often.
Devin's got a little window here. Caught something. And this is second throw. A great drive from Tyler. We're going to see some swing change here and a new lead change. Tyler does take the lead on that with the birdie. Mike with the double bogey. All right, folks, game on. It's basket 7 long tee to short pin, par 4, 460 feet.
This is another one of the wooded holes here at Carousel. Plays uphill almost the whole way. Another nice shot.
Well, Steve catches a tree in the center of the fairway.
Yeah, for these guys, this is more of a placement shot.
Devin with
And
2
you can
early
see why.
trees. Yes. Mike called it low.
Yeah, that'll work.
He's all right. Okay, Devin's got to carve his way out of where he's at right now. Rockets a forehand out.
Mike actually set himself up for a nice shot here. And yanked it.
Just caught the right side tree. Did not come out of the wood line. Another chance for Tyler to keep the pressure on. Well, he hit his gap.
Nice flick shot. Another nice flick shot.
All right, Mike got that one a little bit low, but he's in range. Steve for par. Right in. Okay, well, we've got a 3-stroke lead now by Tyler. Let's see if he can hold and if Mike can make a comeback. We're moving on, folks. It's basket 8, short tee to short pin, par 4, 790 feet.
All 4 of these guys can get this in 3. And I can't get close. Okay, that's huge.
That's still going. Great skip
That
at
is
the end as
over
well.
500 feet.
Wow, beautiful shot there.
Can we say huge again?
I'm talking UFO, depending on where you're standing looking at it. That was a long one. Devin can launch his out there as well. Big skip at the end. Well, if you like to throw long, this is a great place to do it, Jimmy.
This is the place to go.
Jimmy, nice touch with the American flags on the tee boxes. Big skip. Mike with his second throw.
He hung it out right again.
You know, we say wind a lot, Jimmy, but it really is a factor. Even on a short putt.
Yes.
You can see they play through the equestrian course here.
I think Steve threw just a little long. They've actually thrown this. Him and Tyler actually threw so far. They only had they had under 300 feet to the hole.
Good look at the tucked away basket into the wood line there. Here Devin's got a clean look at it. Whoa, just catches the face of the basket. All right, Mike with his par putt here. All right, solid putt.
Three.
All right, so we have one birdie, Tyler there, and pars from the rest of the group. It's a 4-stroke lead. Tyler's running. Let's see what we've got. Basket 9, long tee to short pin, par 4, 535 feet.
You have to shoot through that tunnel and then throw another hyzer shot around.
Much better.
Just like that.
Steve looks for the high cut route
Unless
there.
you don't want to throw it through the tunnel.
That is really a risky shot, but Steve with perfection got it through there.
Shot there.
Just making it through the gap this time.
That's it, just through the gap. Good shot, Deb. Might have caught a little bit of the left side, and he does.
That wasn't quite what I wanted, but
Sends it way high for the S shot.
Wow, that was way short. There definitely has to be some wind out there affecting this.
Just wanted to get that one close. Didn't want to hit the tree or the sign. Just caught upper chains. Steve's been striking the middle. Tough break there. Devin right in the center there. Birdie from Devin. We still have a 4-stroke lead, but we got a good race there between Devin and Steve.
After third.
All right, we're on to basket 10. Long tee to long pin, par 5, 582 feet.
This is the most heavily wooded of the holes at Carousel. This is left to right all the way uphill.
All right, safely through the first bunch of trees. Tyler gets that one up high.
And doesn't hit
Great
a thing.
penetration. How do you get through the most heavily wooded hole in the course like that? There's a tree there for Steve, close to the camera. Mike starts at left, but brings it back over to the right. You can see there's lots of small trees in there you got to navigate through.
Yeah, there's an opening way over to the left.
All right, Devin seemed to throw it nicely through there.
Mike found the lane. Might be a little short though. Wow, it's going to give Tyler an eagle chance.
He got on that one. Looked like Steve might have bumped against that tree, but it didn't affect his delivery. A nice shot. Great putt by
Nice.
Mike. Got the eagle putt here, Jimmy. Wow, and that takes the steam out of Mike's birdie. But great
Tyler's
shots
just
from both of
pouring
them.
it on.
He's got the 5-stroke lead. We've got an eagle from Tyler, 2 birdies, and a par. Game on here, folks. You're seeing some great disc golf as we move on to basket 11. Short tee to short pin, par 3, 395 feet.
Another short hole. Let's go slightly uphill and back down the hill. Need a full 400 feet to get this.
Disappears into the woods. Steve gives it an effortless pull there. He gets
Gonna
through
have
as
a birdie
well.
chance.
There we go. That's how I have to play it.
And Mike may have a birdie chance. See how Mike doesn't quite throw as far as these other two. The other two are throwing big hyzers, and Mike is having to throw it straight.
I feel like that one stay right in your way. Yeah.
Great look at Steve Brinster on his second throw here. Just caught the rim. Devin's chance to strike. Solid shot there. Kind of an e-knocker in this win, Jimmy.
It is. I'm also starting to wonder if, like I said, the heat isn't really starting to wear. You don't see a lot of the long putts going in. They all seem to be coming up short.
Basket 12, a long tee to long pin. This is par 4, 460 feet.
This is another heavily wooded hole. You don't see that a lot here, but there are like 3 or 4.
And that was a tough break for Devin. Early
This is
tree.
just a straight downhill little shot with OB everywhere.
Well, he didn't. He caught the second tree and then kicked left.
That's it. Just hit the little gap.
And he did. Turned it nicely. Mike caught a tree. I'm not sure how that one fared. Steve hoping to turn it right at the basket.
It's actually just 2 little putter shots if you get down the hill. I'm sure that's what Steve drew.
Devin solid into the chains.
I'm not sure how Mike got here on his second shot. It's actually impressive. That is a big save.
Big putt. Oh. Wow, that just died a little bit early and just didn't fall.
And it gives Mike a chance again.
3
Back to
strokes here.
strokes.
They're still duking it out, folks, here as we move on to basket 13. A long tee to long pin, par 5, 1,090 feet.
With OB right and nasty rough left.
Taxi.
An elevated pin. Or an elevated tee, sorry.
Great position there on the first drive. Right there in the middle. You know, from this camera angle, it doesn't look like they're going far, but These discs are going out there.
It's far, trust me.
Devin's safely down there. Looked like the bottom started to drop on that one. Still good position.
Made it to the shade. That's a good thing on a 95-degree day.
It's where us old guys play to the shade.
Mike look like he's lining up a roller.
A great view of this hole here, and he does. He gets one down. Always a challenge in the wind.
This is one of Mike's specialties, though. Rolling on an angle of the hill.
Wow, look at it, still holding his line. Great shot. Nice smooth release. All set there.
Ah,
Got away.
Hyzer on him.
All right, Devin,
He
let's
caught
know
a
he's
tree.
safe.
I think it almost went OB there. Mike and Tyler actually set themselves up for birdies on this hole, which is tough.
Just caught the top of the basket. Steve from in the rough.
So you just don't see these guys missing low like that so much.
Wind's a big factor. Mike just tails off and catches the rim. All right, nice finish by Devin on that hole. Tyler's going to clean his shot up. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Please stay with us because we've got some exciting disc golf ahead.
Every time an adult gives up on our kids, every time we surrender to the belief that their future is out of our hands, another child is left behind. I'm General Colin Powell, and I don't believe in giving up. That's why I'm asking you to join America's Promise. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you can do something important. Pull your weight.
Welcome back, folks. We're on basket 14. It's a short tee to short pin, par 4, 670 feet.
You have to clear this horizon, and then the basket goes back up the hill on the elevated pin.
Well, this park provides great views here, Jimmy, on this course.
There is an OB lake on the right. I don't think anybody can quite reach that, though.
Mike with a big pull up high, starting to come back left. Shot by Devin. All right, let's see what our leader has here.
Okay, that's dangerous. There is some nasty, nasty rough on that side.
He got all of that one. Beautiful view of the basket here.
Mike throwing a spike hyzer.
That's my shot. I love to see that.
Sit.
Get it away
You
a
gotta
little bit.
land on the right side of the basket there where it's flat.
Devin stays lower, not as wide, going right at it. Right
Nice
there.
shot. That is a huge drive to get down over the crest. That's how
Nicely
you make
done.
a 670-foot hole look easy.
Wow. And our
Tyler
leader
did
is,
find the rough.
we can see him moving around there on the edge. Still got a good pull on it.
He actually threw so far, he actually missed the really bad part of the rough over there.
Mike back up the hill. All right, so the leader converts, made it out of the rough, and got down. So we've got 3 birdies and a par from Mike. 4-stroke lead here, Jimmy, as we move on to basket 15. It's a long tee to short pin, par 4, 590 feet.
All uphill.
See if we can get that roller down.
That looked huge. Devin with a roller.
Not sure if he got that, if he stood that one up enough. Tough to see.
This definitely plays much farther than 590 feet.
Our leader, Tyler Horn, gets one up high.
I think he turned it over a little more than expected. Another nice roller.
There's the basket. Cuts it around the tree a little bit. Tails away. That's going to be some work.
That was quite short. And this drive, like I said before, is huge.
That was a monster
to get
drive.
up on that crest like that.
All right, Steve's right there. Great view of our leader here. You could see the wind just taken from center chains right over the top, Jimmy. Left himself some work coming back uphill. Solid extension right at it. Right at
picks up the stroke he lost in the last hole.
Devin's been solid with the putting. Great conversion there. Okay, we've got 3 birdies and our leader with a par. It's a 3-stroke lead. It's getting tight. Can Mike keep the pressure on as we move on to basket 16? A long tee to short pin, par 4, 593 feet.
This is downhill also, but there's a hedgerow that you have to clear. Steve goes with a roller.
Looks like we might have got him to bump
There's
right
the
in there.
hedgerow.
That's the one you got to clear, Jimmy.
That's the hedgerow you got to clear.
Devin takes an air shot.
And Heiser's out just before it.
It's caught the very, very tail end of it. Mike gets a little bump up. Nice cut back.
I think Mike's playing this as safe as possible. I think he knows he can make the upshot and grab the 3. think Tyler and Steve are trying to get to, get the eagle here.
There goes the roller. Got it up a little too soon.
It
Flipped
looks like
over.
the wind's coming across and cut both of those out from under him.
A nice shot. Nicely done.
And there's the hedgerow you got to beat.
Steve's got to go up high. Get it to flip back.
Do a low long.
Devin going right at it. Just tails away.
You want it? All right, thanks.
All right, well, we've got 3 birdies and then a par from Steve. Still a 3-stroke lead and a good tight race by Devin and Steve as we move on to basket 17. Short tee to short pin, par 4, 495 feet.
It's the last of the wooded holes. With these guys' strength, they probably are going to try to lay this up. Little Anheuser around.
And Mike comes
Just
around
like
as
that.
well.
It's interesting watching these guys play these holes. I'm throwing drivers on all of this.
Well, Jimmy, for our first-time disc golfers, you watch this hole and it looks like a routine, easy shot, but that's a tough shot to hit.
It's not routine. I've taken more 5s on this hole than 3s. Put it that way.
Great view of this dog leg to the right. Puts it close. Positions everything on that tee shot, Jimmy. Mike's tucked up a little bit on the left. Swings it out. Tails away.
Nice putt.
Wow, great save there. Devin finishes.
I came out here at dinner last night about the flag.
Our leader's in's got to be breathing somewhat of a sigh of relief. So we've got 2 birdies, 2 pars, and we have a 3-stroke lead going into the last hole. This is basket 18, long tee to long pin, par 5, 932 feet.
There is a lot of OB on the right and some really bad rough on the left. It's still possible to make up 3 strokes on this hole.
Right there at the cameraman.
This first shot's going to be probably a lot about position for these guys. I don't think anyone's going to hit this and get a 3 on this, but they can't risk going OB on that fence line.
Devin low, flat, big pull, a little skip there. Steve Brinster sends it high, cutting back to the left.
And
Good
you can
position.
see they're all in the same spot. might have got away from him a little bit there. Really trying to set it up to that little plateau there. That's where the short basket normally sits.
Well, that fence is certainly going to give everybody pause.
Well, you almost have to throw at it.
One time.
Could skip off the gravel road.
Got the skip. Tyler just has to not make a mistake here.
Sends it right down the path. Keeps a good line.
I thought Tyler was going to go for the skip off.
So if I can up, spoke too soon, tailed out a little bit.
All right, looks like we've got a search going on here.
I think this is Devin's disc, the one that looked like it got away a little bit. Yep.
Tough break for Devin. We had a nice close tie there. Catches the tree line but kicks it out.
Yeah, all these guys want to get their 4 on this hole, but it's about the mistakes being made.
All right, let's see what our leader can do here on his third shot. Sends a high cut shot.
I don't think it made it over. That wind is definitely howling. That just got stopped in midair.
Blew by it a little bit. Nice finish, Mike. Tyler for his par. There we go, Jimmy. We've got the 2012 Delaware Disc Golf Challenge Tournament Champion. Steve finishes up. A nice event for Steve. There we go. We've got a double bogey. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to wrap up this great disc golf event. Well, Jimmy, that's quite an impressive win from Tyler Horn. Tough break for Mike because he was leading going in the round. Your thoughts on this final round?
Mike gave up like 7 strokes in 5 holes, 5 strokes in 2 holes. I mean, starting with hole 6 through 10, Mike just ran into a little bit of trouble, and Tyler just put down. I mean, he tried to make a little bit of a comeback, but it just, he just didn't have enough holes left.
Jimmy, you got to talk to Mike after the round. What was his thoughts?
He really thought that the heat got to him, that it just really started wearing him down. A couple of mistakes here and there on a course like that, it just, with Tyler's power, it really, I mean, like I said going into this, I mean, with Tyler and Steve's power, the guys who don't have that much power are going to have to, not make any mistakes.
And Jimmy, we had a battle right there for third at the end. Tough break at the end.
Yeah, Devin lost his disc. I mean, got to use spotters. I don't really know what to say. I mean, it was like, no. Like I said, going in, there was some rough there, and there's a little bit of OB, and he tried to stay away from the OB, ended up losing it off the side.
Well, we did get to see some great disc golf from our top pros and really showcase the Delaware disc golf courses. And you got to see a class event from the great people in Delaware. Your final thoughts, Jimmy, on this year's event?
I was really impressed with the overall play of the top open players. I thought Mike's 61 in the third round was just outstanding. But Tyler was consistent from the first round all the way through. And was really crazy. I mean, really, that I thought was Tyler was out throwing everyone in the open, and then he seemed to play the wooded holes better. I mean, it's really remarkable. He had an absolutely fantastic tournament.
Well, that was great all across the board. Folks, once again, I'd like to thank our cameraman, producer, Kevin McGorry. Congratulations on Disc Golf Monthly 100. He's quite a phenomenal effort out there on the course, trying to stay out of the disc golfer's way and showcase disc golf, which he does a great job at. Well, that's it for this episode of Disc Golf Monthly. I'm Carl Cubbage with a world-class disc golfer, Jimmy McIlvaine, for Disc Golf Monthly, the show that takes you one step closer to the sport of disc golf.